My dear children, now this is the third part of immunity. Here I want to tell you types of immunity. Innate. What is innate? It is inborn immunity. It is present within our body. Examples I can quote as skin, for instance, and even respiratory system, and there are many more. But here we'll see how skin represents innate immunity. See, skin has numerous glands which give a lot of secretions. Why? What is the purpose? Those oily secretions, they protect us from the germs or any toxins which we come into touch through our surroundings. The air which is present in our surroundings will make us prone to all those germs. So skin, with the help of its secretions, will kill all the germs effectively so that we are having healthy body. So skin also is the first line of defense, isn't it? If we fall down, sometimes we'll have cuts or wounds on our body. Then that is like a doorway, right? It is easy for any foreign particle to enter into our body and create illness. But if you have watched the part 2 session of the immunity, where I have elaborated about the foods to eat, so if you eat such foods and keep your lifestyle healthy, then you will have proper immune levels, then your skin can fight infections better. How do respiratory system can be an example of inborn immunity? See, when we inhale something, dust or any other like chili powder, such kind of strong pungent odoriferous substances, what happens? Immediately we tend to sneeze, right? The sneeze reflex, automatically it comes to push out, to send out that foreign particle which has entered into our lungs. So this is about innate immunity. And also here I can tell you, there are hairs in our nostrils which trap all the infections in the first step only. Some people, they don't have enough hairs, so they are prone to many respiratory diseases because the infectious particles tend to enter directly into their lungs, so there is no basic protection, so they catch common cold easily and they are hypersensitive. Now let's see what is acquired immunity. Acquired immunity is the adaptive immunity which we get it while we are developing. Slowly, while we are growing up, we acquire it while we are growing up in our surroundings. It is again of two types, active, passive. Active means the antibodies, means the immune cells, the WBC, which I told you in first session. They are produced within our body. Passive means the body is unable to produce, so we are sending them into the body from outside source. Now, active acquired immunity again is of two types, natural, artificial. Natural means in a natural way. Say for now, if you catch any infection and we are healthy enough, what will our body do? How will it react? It will produce antibodies. That particular antibodies are ready-made, instantly produced to fight and kill that antigen which has entered. Antigen is like an enemy. Antibody is like a soldier which protects, which defends our body. What is artificial immunity? Artificial active acquired immunity. It is nothing but taking in vaccines, vaccination or immunization. Right now, we all know for this corona pandemic, the whole world is trying to get a vaccine for that, right? So what are vaccines? Related to vaccines, I'll elaborate and tell you in the end of this video. And now I want to tell about passive immunity, which is again of natural and artificial. Natural passive immunity means we are taking the antibodies from our mother only, through mother's milk at birth. It happens at birth. Whereas artificial means the antibodies we are taking in a medicinal method, let it be saline or through syringe injections directly. So this is mostly for people who are like patients who don't have who don't have proper immunity, whose body cannot produce antibodies. So for them, we need to seek this artificial vaccine method. Now, so vaccination. What is vaccination? It is entirely different from medicines. Medicines we take after getting the disease to stop and to subside the disease, to reduce the effects of the disease, whereas vaccines we take to prevent the disease. The disease symptoms will not even be seen in our body. So to prepare a vaccine, all we need is a lab and that particular antigen. Antigen means enemy, I told you. Again I am telling you, antigen is also that particular germ or that particular foreign particle or that particular toxin. Let it be anything which is harmful to us. So that antibody, that particular germ, scientists will collect, will go into the lab and they will treat them. They will process them so that they won't die. That antigens won't die, but they get weakened. Means if we send them into a person's body, they won't have the capability to cause a disease, but still they will just alert the body that there are enemies who entered, so that our body, if it's healthy enough, it immediately produces antibodies on its own, and then those antibodies will kill the disease, if at all in the future, if we get in touch with the disease. So that is the basic thing about vaccines. So we take vaccines are there for many diseases: polio, BCG vaccine for tuberculosis, for measles, mumps, many diseases, many kinds of flu. So these vaccines will prevent the disease and even will protect the society from even getting the disease. Okay, now this is all about briefly about types of immunity. So I hope you will follow these 3 sessions: eat proper food, control your stress, tackle your stress in a proper way, and be healthy and immune in this pandemic time, and even spread this to your friends and family. Thank you so much.